Join me as I dive deep into Psalm 23 to uncover the hidden meanings and secrets that have been overlooked for centuries. Psalm 23 is one of the most beloved passages in the Bible, often quoted in times of need and comfort. It's a passage that has become synonymous with hope and reassurance, providing solace to millions of people around the world. Many of us may have memorized the words of Psalm 23, reciting them in times of uncertainty or fear, but despite its familiarity, I believe that many people may overlook the hidden messages and profound insights within the text. We often focus on the comforting words, but we may not delve deeper to explore the richness and complexity of this incredible passage. There's so much more to Psalm 23 than just its comforting words. There are layers of symbolism, imagery, and meaning that are waiting to be uncovered, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to take a closer look at this psalm and uncover the hidden gems that are hidden within. As we explore Psalm 23, we'll discover that it's not just a passage about God's provision, but about His presence. It's not just about what God does, but about who He is. And when we understand this, it can change everything. Let's start by looking at the imagery of the shepherd. The shepherd is often seen as a symbol of protection and guidance. But what does it really mean to be led by God? How does He guide us? And what does that look like in our everyday lives? The shepherd is also an image of provision. God provides for our needs, just like a shepherd provides for his sheep. But what does it mean to trust in God's provision, especially when we're facing uncertainty or scarcity? How can we have faith that God will provide, even when we can't see a way forward? As we delve deeper into the psalm, we'll discover that the shepherd is not just a symbol of provision, but of restoration. God doesn't just provide for our physical needs, but for our emotional and spiritual needs as well. He restores our soul, making us whole again. The passage also speaks of the valley of the shadow of death, a place of darkness and uncertainty. But even in the midst of fear and doubt, God is with us, guiding and protecting us. He leads us through the darkest valleys and brings us out into the light. One of the most profound insights I've discovered in Psalm 23 is the idea that our struggles and challenges are not a sign of God's absence, but of His presence. When we're going through tough times, it's easy to feel like God is distant, like He's not there. But Psalm 23 reminds us that God is with us, even in the darkest moments. This changes everything. It means that our struggles are not a sign of God's absence, but of His presence. It means that we're not alone, even when we feel like we are. And it means that we can trust in God's goodness, even when we can't see a way forward. This insight has changed the way I view my own struggles and challenges. It's easy to get caught up in fear and doubt when things are tough. But Psalm 23 reminds me that God is with me, guiding and protecting me every step of the way. As we wrap up our exploration of Psalm 23, I want to leave you with the reminder of the relevance of this passage in today's world. We may not be facing physical valleys of the shadow of death, but we're all facing our own struggles and challenges. And Psalm 23 reminds us that God is with us, guiding and protecting us every step of the way. Thanks for joining me on this journey into Psalm 23. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this passage in the comments below. And if you're interested in exploring more biblical insights, be sure to check out my other videos.